Let's be real. Handing your car over to a mechanic often feels like playing the lottery. You hope for the best, but deep down, you're bracing for a wallet-busting surprise. According to the American Automobile Association, nearly 2/3 of drivers in the US don't trust auto repair shops. And honestly, they've got good reason. I've spent years in this world, and I've seen how shops take advantage of people who simply don't know any better. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 15 of the most common ways dishonest mechanics trick you into overpaying. More importantly, I'll show you how to spot these scams and avoid getting ripped off. Stick around to the end, and I'll share the one golden rule that'll protect you from nearly any auto repair scam out there. Let's get into it. Scam number 1, the emergency fluid flush. You're told your coolant or transmission fluid looks awful and needs to be flushed urgently. The mechanic might even show you a sample that looks like chocolate milk to prove their point. But here's the thing, that fluid might not even be yours. Most modern fluids are designed to last between 50,000 and 100,000 miles. But shady shops start pushing flushes at 30,000 miles or less because they're easy money, minimal labor, high markup. Don't fall for it. Ask for actual test results or check the owner's manual. If the manual says you're good for another 20,000 miles, trust the manual, not the mechanic trying to upsell you. And if they use scary words like sludge, contamination, or system failure without proof, that's a red flag. Scam number 2, the check engine light panic play. That little amber engine icon lights up, and suddenly the mechanic is warning you about catastrophic failures. You hear phrases like oxygen sensor, catalytic converter, or complete engine failure. Yes, some of those issues can be serious, but not always. In fact, one of the most common causes of a check engine light? A loose gas cap. Instead of blindly trusting the shop, get an OBD2 scanner. They cost around $20 and plug directly into a port under your dashboard. The scanner gives you a trouble code you can Google yourself. Here's an example of what you might find. Error code P0455, loose gas cap. Error code P0171, possibly a dirty air filter or vacuum leak. Error code P0420, could be the catalytic converter or just a bad sensor. Knowledge is power. Don't pay for a $1,000 fix when a $15 part would have done the job. Scam number 3, the dirty air filter gimmick. Mechanics love pulling this one. They pop your hood, pull out a filthy air filter, and show it to you dramatically. Look at all this dirt. You need a new one. But how do you know that filter came from your car? Most air filters are good for 15,000 to 30,000 miles. More if you're not driving in dusty conditions. And changing it is incredibly easy. Seriously, it takes 30 seconds and costs about $10 if you do it yourself. Next time you go in for service, take a quick photo of your air filter beforehand. If they try to pull the old switcheroo, you'll have proof. Scam number 4, the synthetic oil upsell. You roll in for a $40 oil change and walk out with a $120 bill because the mechanic insists your car requires synthetic oil. Now, synthetic oil does have its benefits. It's great for high-performance engines and extreme climates. But guess what? If your manual doesn't specifically call for synthetic, you're just spending extra for no reason. Check your oil cap or owner's manual. If it says conventional 5W30, then that's what your car was designed for. Unless you're regularly towing trailers or racing your Civic, conventional oil is just fine. Scam number 5, the brake pad pressure tactic. You're at 10% brake life. These need to be changed immediately. Sound familiar? Brake pads don't suddenly fall apart at 10%. In most cars, anything above 3 millimeters of pad thickness is safe to drive. Shops will often push replacements at 5 millimeters or higher to cash in early. Always ask for the actual measurement and request to see the pads. If they refuse or just say, "Trust me," that's a problem. Also, your car might warn you when it's time. Many vehicles have wear indicators that squeak when pads are low. Scam number 6, OEM parts only. Yeah, right. Mechanics will often insist you need genuine or factory original parts, or else your warranty will be void. That's almost never true. OEM, original equipment manufacturer. Parts are made by the same companies that supply car manufacturers. Aftermarket parts? Often the same parts, just without the logo and the 3x markup. Unless your warranty explicitly states you need OEM, and most don't, You can use high-quality aftermarket parts without issue. They pass the same tests, they work the same way, and they cost way less. Always ask, is there a quality aftermarket option? Then check your warranty to confirm. You'll save big without sacrificing reliability. Scam number 7. Simple jobs. Overcharged labor. Replacing a cabin air filter is one of the easiest DIY jobs you'll ever do. Open the glove box, unclip the tray, pull out the filter. Done in 60 seconds. Yet some shops charge $100 to $150 to do this. Why? Because they know most people won't bother looking it up. Same goes for wiper blades. A 2-minute job turns into an $80 service. Look up a quick tutorial online for your car make and model before you pay for something that takes less time than ordering a coffee. Scam number 8. The invisible repair. Here's where it gets shady. You pay for a service, like a transmission flush, a timing belt replacement, or a new fuel pump, only to later discover that the part was never changed. It happens more often than you'd think. The FTC estimates billions are lost annually to phantom repairs. Protect yourself. Ask for the old parts back. Request before and after photos. Demand itemized invoices that spell out exactly what was done. If something feels vague, don't just sign off. Ask questions. Scam number 9. Void warranty. Lies. A dealer tells you your warranty is void if you don't service your car through them or if you use aftermarket parts. Total lie. The Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act makes it illegal for manufacturers to deny warranty coverage just because you went to an independent shop or used non-OEM parts, as long as the work was done correctly. Keep all your receipts and service records. If a dealer gives you grief, file a complaint with the FTC. They've cracked down on this nonsense before and will do it again. Scam number 10. Fake fluids and made-up products. Ever been offered premium blinker fluid? Hopefully you knew that was a joke, but mechanics do push fake or unnecessary products all the time. $50 premium washer fluid, fuel additives you don't need, $100 headlight restorations that a $10 kit could do. Be skeptical. Always. If it sounds weird or overly vague, research it before saying yes. And if a mechanic seriously mentions blinker fluid, run. Scam number 11. Shocks and struts. Just because. Your struts are worn out, you're at 60,000 miles, they need replacing. Not necessarily. Shocks and struts fail from wear, not mileage. If your ride feels smooth, your handling is sharp, and your tires are wearing evenly, you're probably fine. Want to double check? Push down on each corner of your car. If it bounces more than twice before settling, it might be time. Otherwise, don't spend $1,000 on a replacement you don't need. Scam number 12. Inflated labor times. Ever notice that a job that takes 45 minutes somehow turns into a 3-hour repair on your bill? That's because many shops charge by book time, a standardized estimate, not the actual time spent. And while that system helps balance jobs, dishonest shops abuse it. They charge full time, even when a seasoned tech finishes the job in half the time. Use websites like RepairPal or Your Mechanic to check fair labor rates for your car and area. If the quote feels inflated, get a second opinion. Scam number 13. The free inspection trap. Who doesn't like free stuff? That's why this one works so well. Shops advertise a free inspection, but the real goal is to get your car on a lift and hit you with a list of urgent repairs. They might say your belts are about to snap, your suspension's falling apart, or your brakes are unsafe. But these issues are often exaggerated or completely made up. Always get a second opinion before authorizing repairs. And remember, unless your car is unsafe to drive, you've got time to research and make the right call. Scam number 14. The used parts sold as new trick. Imagine paying a premium for brand new parts during a repair, only to discover that the mechanic installed used or refurbished components instead. This deceptive practice not only overcharges you, but also compromises your vehicle's performance and safety. How to protect yourself. Request the old parts. Always ask to have the replaced parts returned to you. This ensures that a genuine replacement took place. Inspect the new parts. Before installation, if possible, take a look at the new parts being installed to verify their condition. Choose reputable shops. Opt for repair shops with good reviews and transparent practices to reduce the risk of such scams. Scam number 15. The endless repairs cycle. You take your car in for a specific issue, and after that repair, the mechanic informs you of another unrelated problem that needs immediate attention. This cycle continues, making it seem like your vehicle is perpetually in need of service, leading to mounting costs. How to protect yourself. Seek second opinions. If additional repairs are suggested, especially if they weren't part of your initial concern, consult another mechanic to verify the necessity. Prioritize repairs. Understand which repairs are urgent and which ones can wait. This helps in budgeting and planning future maintenance. Stay informed. Familiarize yourself with your vehicle's maintenance schedule and common issues to better assess the validity of repair suggestions. Here's the #1 rule to protect yourself from getting ripped off. Always ask for proof, and always get a second opinion. If a shop says you need a repair, ask to see the worn part, ask for a measurement, or request a photo. If they can't provide evidence, walk away. Read reviews, check their Better Business Bureau rating, and see what others are saying. Scammy shops don't hold up under scrutiny. That's 15 mechanic scams you now know how to avoid. If this video helped you, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe for more practical car advice. Got a repair story or a scam you dodged? Drop it in the comments. I read every one, and your experience could help someone else.